ba 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 ba. What the hell? I need Streamlabs to stop being a fuck. What's going on, guys? Master Merrick here. We're back for some more Pokemon Pearl, our Mono Rock Nuzlocke. We're 2 badges in. We've killed probably more encounters than we've caught, to be honest. But we're raring to go. Been waiting to get some good Pokemon in, and I'm honestly trying not to start any other new games. Friggin' Heart Gold, Soul Silver's anniversary being today, and then this year being the anniversary of Black and White, and I kind of just want to play a vanilla Black and White because I have not done that in a minute. But we're going to have a quick team recap for this playthrough right now. We got Linebacker, the Sudowoodo. I could not remember what name I wanted to give him before. That's why initially I didn't want to give him the nickname Woody, but I just stuck with it. I remembered the name. We went and changed it because the name raider is in Eternicity, so we got to change his name properly. Holding the Quick Claw because he's pretty slow. With Low Kick, Rock Throw, a Mimic, and a Flail. Hopefully we'll get better moves to him later, but not too bad, honestly. Then next we got our first encounter. We caught Megaton, the Golem, holding the Amulet Coin to get a little bit more money. Magnitude, Rock Throw, Defense Curl, and Rock Polish. So, not terrible. Honestly, could be better, but... Then we got Gagila, our Aggron. Had to remember what it... Oh, it says right there, idiot. Holding the Iron Plate to power up, it's a Metal Claw with Headbutt, Iron Defense, and Mud Slap. Then we got Shukaku, the MVP of the team, the best rock type in existence. Tyranitar, holding the Expert Belt to power up its Bite, its Rock Slide, and its Ember. And then we got Screech just because, until we get something better. Then we got Lord Helix, the Omastar, holding the Wave Incense to power up its Water Gun with Rollout, Withdraw, and Bite. I need to actually change his moves around now. Thank you. Put that there, and then that there. I understand Rollout is Stab, but I don't like getting locked into Rollout unless I don't have a choice. So. Then, lastly, we have Giovanni, our Rhyperior, holding the Amulet Coin that he came into our arms with, so I'm not going to take that away from him. Let him enjoy that money. Horn Attack, Stomp, Cut, and Rock Smash. Pretty abysmal moveset, to be honest. We gave him Rock Smash because he's got the highest base attack stat, and I thought, well, maybe he'll be able to at least take advantage of it. Yeah, our team is not great, but it really can't be too much better, so I can't complain. We've not had too much trouble overall. I really don't want to have Shukaku out front, but I still feel like I have to. Having that, having the Sandstorm is such a good, it's such a good thing to give all of our Mons that 50% boost. And it obviously is going to help more than it's going to hurt. What do we got here? We got a Helix Fossil. Well, we know that doesn't do us any good. I think they got us a Relicanth. Or no, we got a Probopass. Alright, well. We don't really have a whole lot of items. I mean, we have a whole lot of items. There's not really a whole lot of anything to do with them. We have plenty of fresh water. Yeah. Ice Heal, Burn Heal, Awakening, Paralyze, Antidote. Yeah, we're pretty solid. Pretty solid. We get some pretty ass TMs. Well, I mean, Lesser Purge is great, but nothing can learn it, so that doesn't really matter. You know, same as every time we do a randomizer. We always get TMs that are either complete garbage moves, or we get TMs for moves our Pokemon can't learn. Okay. Now, I think we started on this route. Ooh, give me that good rod. We just got a good rod. And we'll battle this guy, I guess. Oh, no, he won't. Nobody wants to battle here. Okay. Oh, maybe we already battled these guys. Maybe we didn't already battle them. I don't know where we left off, to be honest. Okay, the Porygon Z scares me a little bit. I'm not really worried about the Duskull. We're definitely gonna have to target down the... Oh, no. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna... Oh, come on. Fucking, of course the Porygon Z would avoid the attack. Why wouldn't it? That's the one I want to hit. Got a crit on the Duskull. No Nightshades, I guess. That did nothing. That was a Psybeam, too. For fuck's sake, how is this thing dodging everything? It's because if you see his animation, it's so fucking, like, erratic. Alright, well. May as well just bite his ass now. Oh, one hit. Tyranitar is too fucking good. Take that, Q-Couple. Alright, what is over here? Ooh, a Dragon Fang. That's not really that helpful. So yeah, I've been thinking I want to do a, I want to do just a vanilla run of I want to do a vanilla run of Heart Gold Soul Silver, but I feel like we've done more Gen 2 playthroughs than anything else on our channel. That could be entirely incorrect, but that's what it feels like. I don't think you're gonna have a Steel type move, but just in case, we'll go into something resistant. Taunt, that's fine. You are a Rock type that's gonna get that special D boost, though. Get a little Agua, a little Water Gun. I don't know if we're gonna get a better Water type move for Helix until we get Surf, as unfortunate as that is. Oh, I'm so angry. I bet you are. You don't even know about angry. Nothing here. Sure. It's gonna do nothing anyways. It ran on top of the water. Did a Suicune chase you? But yeah, I want to do... I definitely want to do a vanilla playthrough of Gen 5 because it's been so long since I've played... I don't usually play Pokemon games outside of randomizers, besides, you know, going through them the first time or whatever. Because that's obviously it's how you play them. But every time I replay a game, I usually just do a randomizer. Ooh, you get fighting moves, and that scares the fuck out of me. Who has the best defense? 69. 75. Okay. You got the best defense. It may not even have a fighting type move yet. Quick attack, that'll do like 1. It did 2. Oh no. And even in my spare time, like when if I'm fucking around with the game, I'm always like fucking around in Gen 1 and Gen 2. So like I'll be playing like I'm currently doing a pure water run through Pokemon Crystal on the Virtual Console. And it's just there's no randomization. It's just I caught the water Pokemon and just going through it. Shukaku wants Dark Pulse. Do I want Dark Pulse though? I feel like Screech and then Bite's better. It's 80, it's 60. I want to keep Ember. Do I want Screech? Is Screech going to be useful? Yeah, because Screech can also work with Rock Slide. No, I'll get rid of Screech, I guess. We'll have Dark Pulse, that what we have. If we need to hit on the special side. I mean, because we'll eventually have to get rid of something anyways, so we can have Earthquake. I don't remember what level we Earthquake in Gen 4, though. I mean, eventually Ember will probably get replaced with something else, too. I just have not a clue what. Helix outsped a Combusken. There is a problem with that. We are not in the rain, and I don't even think we have Swift Swim. We might have Swift Swim, but we're not in the rain. Yeah, we're in the sandstorm. So, how did we outspeed a Combusken? Buneary! We'll go linebacker. Got that low kick. Now the Buneary is a very heavy Pokemon, but, super effective. Almost just went for the wrong. That Quick Claw. He's quick on his feet. That's why they call him the linebacker. Buneary having Defense Curl is such a weird. Why does Buneary have Defense Curl? And frustration. Okay. See, and that takes me right back to Gen 5, because Ghetsis has a is his Hydreigon has frustration. Which one? It's an underleveled Hydreigon, so Okay, there's nothing there. I think I already got an encounter on this route. Or if not, we at least got our attempt. So, I do need to go over there, though, don't I? Because I need to get... There's an item up there. Oh, a Blastoise. That's kind of scary. I don't care if he's level 14. That's kind of terrifying. Stab water from a Blastoise. Win for withdraw. Well, that's kind of fucky, because, yeah, Bite is the option. Well, I don't know. Bite could be the option, but I mean, water gun. Like that's one thing I like about Omastar, and that's why I'm perfectly fine using him. Ooh, we got a crit. Omastar has a really high, like, was it base 125 special attack? And I think base 115 physical defense. The rest of the stats are eh. Like, he's slow, yeah. His physical attack is garbo. His special defense isn't great, but we're in the sand, so we have that 50% boost. Oh, wow, that actually did less. Which is shocking with the withdrawal going on. There we go. Turn that fan off. See if that helped at all. I'll find out when I go back and edit. Oh boy. Hariyama. I feel like I gotta go linebacker. That low kick, even though it won't be super effective, the low kick should still do a huge chunk of damage. Because Hariyama is heavy. And we got the quick claw. Ooh, that was good damage. Sand attack. I'm just gonna go for another one. Oh no! We're good. Oh, we're good. We're good! Hit 2 times. Get up, out. Had me nervous for nothing. Venema. And you got Gila out here. She needs some screen time too. I ain't playing with your poison shit. I ain't playing with your psychic shit. We could have went to Tyranitar and been immune to the confusion. But I chose to prioritize being immune to the poison while still resisting the psychic. A Rhyhorn. Ooh. Lord Helix, you getting the finest of matchups today. Ooh, one hit kill. I mean, I knew it. Again, base 125 special. And it's a Rhyhorn. I mean, yeah, we pretty much provided it with the 50% boost just because of our own sand. But it is still 4 times weak. Oh, a Blissey. Let's get Giovanna. Giovanni. Giovanna's not with us anymore. She's not dead. She's just in the PC. There we go. We're just speeding up that Blissey bar. A repeat ball. Well, I mean, if I need to catch something again, I guess. A shield on. Man, fossils are definitely one of the, like, most disrespected categories, I think, in all of the Pokemon franchise. Like, they don't make them good until you evolve them. And they don't evolve until... They don't evolve until, you know, in the 40s. Yeah. Ooh, a fist plate. Ooh, that could be useful. Problem is, the ones I would give it to would be Rhyperior, who is holding the amulet coin to get us extra cash for heals, and Linebacker. But I actually don't want to take away Linebacker's Quick Claw because it's been popping. It's been popping and we need it to pop. Exizor. Ooh. That would be good against grass types. Can anybody learn it? Ooh, a couple people can learn it. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good, actually. It takes so long to do things in this game. Oh, I know where we can get some stuff done, though. We can get a couple more encounters. I actually haven't been writing these encounters down, and I need to. I'll probably have to do it when I go back and edit. Alright, let's see what's in here. What they got? What they got new? Electrizer, Experience Share, Repeat Ball, Meadow Plate. Ooh. Ooh. Interesting. I don't know if I want that Experience Share or not. I like how they give you a way around so you don't have to battle a trainer, but if you want that item, which again, we're just here hoping for the item to be hoping for that item to be a good TM or something. Don't even matter, little Kecleon. Come on out. Go, linebacker. Ugh. At least it's bubble. At least it's only bubble. That's one of the big differences with this is it's like, oh well, you know, we're weak to water, but at least most water type Deoxys. Okay. At least most water types start with bubble, which is base 20. Whereas most grass types start with some with Vine Whip, which is only base 30, but some with Wrap? Okay. Some of them have Razor Leaf, which is base 55 and Stab, a plus special attack in our case, and also crit. Tyranitar's OG Gen 2, and he's like, oh, this Gen 3 threat? Nah. Ooh, a stone plate. Okay. We're gonna have to start dropping some shit. And actually, I think the two Pokemon that can use these new plates are both gonna be... They're both our, Amulet Coin users. But I think as long as we keep our potions and stuff up, I don't know if we'll really need all the money that will come from an Amulet Coin. I should not have stayed in. That if we got hit by a low kick, that would have been awful. A burn heal. That's exciting. Yeah, and we've got to go all the way to frickin' Veilstone. Like, that's one of the things I can't stand about Gen 4. I hate how the... Hello. I hate how they run you all around the region. What do you have? Swift and Confusion? I don't think you have a Steel-type move yet. You do resist Dark. I'm gonna hit you with that little bit of Amber. Alright, 2 more Embers should do the trick. While you nighty-night, I'm gonna put out your light. Yep, sleepy, sleepy, Jurchi. Everything is too slow. I love Pachirisu. Easily one of my favorite Gen 4 Pokemon. And I'm sorry, I've got to end you. Use Charm! Oh no! It is a very charming Pokemon, just look at it. Magnitude 7, it might live after the charm. It is frail and is super effective, but yep. That charm did it. Saved you for a turn. I'm glad Magnitude is a base 30. It allows us to use it frequently without, you know, running out. You know, we got accustomed to using the air for a couple days. And then I was like, well, damn. So there's going to be 2 days where we're going to have some cold-ass temperatures. And you're not a rock type, so you won't get the boost from the sand. Which is kind of a shame. I love Steelix so much. I hope in either my ground Nuzlocke or my steel Nuzlocke, I get a Steelix. Because Steelix is just such a cool fucking Pokemon. The Gen 4 sprite's pretty good. I actually like the Gen 2 sprite better. But the Gen 4 one's pretty solid. It's Steelix. He's one of those Gen 2 Pokemon. And that's why I can't understand how some people are like, man, the Pokemon in Gen 2, Johto's Pokemon were bad. They were awful. No, what was awful was that half of them were post-game you couldn't get until after you beat the Elite Four. I'll agree, that was pretty fucking awful. But you can't tell me Pokemon like Steelix weren't cool. That they're not still cool. You can't tell me that there are many Pokemon from any of the newer generations that are cooler than a Steelix. Like Scarlet and Violet. I don't like a lot of the Pokemon from Scarlet and Violet that aren't Paradox Pokemon. But I love, absolutely love, you about to get melted by this Ember. I absolutely love Paldean and Wooper because I love Wooper. So of course I'm kind of biased there. And then Clodsire is basically Paldean Quagsire. And again, it's biased because I love Quagsire. But even as much as I love any of those 4 Pokemon, they're not as cool as the Steelix. No chance. That's why when I get those people that say that shit, I'm just like, you clearly just... And I don't like to gatekeep. I don't. I don't like to be like, oh, you fake fan, you don't even... But come on. Kirlia and an Eevee. But when you sit there and you're like, you argue that Pokemon in this generation or that generation were cooler than the previous generations, it's not accurate. It's not an accurate statement. Overall, it can't work that way. I don't think I'm worried about the Eevee. Oh, it's helping handing. Maybe I should be worried about the Eevee. And I don't say this because I think Gen 1 is the best. Even though, factually, I think more Gen 1 Pokemon sell product, sell merchandise, Pokemon cards, whatever, than any of the other generations. Outside of some of them, like Gen 2 is because, you know, Umbreon, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Suicune, the starters, maybe. Whereas, and then Gen 3 is like Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. The Legends are really cool. They've got good starters. But as a whole, the regional decks for... Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot we get an encounter in here. Well, that's dupes. Anyways. It's dupes and it's species, because we have both. But yeah, it's just not possible. Like, Gen 5 has some cool Pokemon. Hydro Cannon. Hold up a minute. Gen 5 has some cool Pokemon. Like, I like both the legendary dragons. 150, because this is basically Hyper Beam, but... everyone can learn it, including Helix. Oh my. Do I just go ahead and teach it that now? What level does Helix even learn anything? Here, let's go ahead and we'll start this battle while I'm looking this up. Because I'm actually kind of interested to know. Speaking of Helix, and that one is a higher level than mine. But it's okay, we're gonna be there soon. Gen 4. It's gonna get Brian at 28. And then Hydro Pump at 67. I feel like we should just go ahead and teach it to it. I know TMs are one and done in Gen 4, but who else are we gonna give Hydro Cannon to, right? Like, who? First of all, none of these other Pokemon have as high as special. Even Shukaku doesn't have as high as special. So we have a ridiculously high special, and we have Stab. Should I just get rid of Rollout? Is it worth keeping Withdraw? I think we'll actually get rid of Rollout. Yeah, it's Stab and all, but I don't think we need it. I don't think we're going to click it just because I don't want to get locked into it. It is fairly weak, and Omastar's physical attack is a lot lower. Yeah, see, it's level 30. It's only at 30 compared to our 53. Let's go ahead and do this. There. There we go. Yeah, I definitely think that... Oh, that's all there is. Cleanse tag. I don't really need that. Oh, yeah. Because I was thinking spell tag. It's funny. I don't get those mixed up, but I was getting them mixed up in my head because I was watching... I was watching a Nuzlocke, and the guy was getting them mixed up on the Nuzlocke, and I was like, wait, no, that's backwards. I don't like when... Does this count us as being in the town, or is this a separate area? I don't even know, because I don't know that's going to matter. That species. Geodude is a species. He's species. I like Geodude. I like Geodude and his evolutions. But that's the thing is, I mean, sure, I'm a Gen 1er. Okay, great, whatever. I don't care. But, what? Fuck, where's my map? The map is in a different thing in every game. Like, in this game, it's just a freaking key item. In Gen 2, it's part of your little thing. Oh, this place is considered Route 209. Oh, so that doesn't matter, because I'm pretty sure we probably got our Route 209 encounter. So I don't... Oh, I thought we battled these two. Well, this works out for us. I'm actually not worried about anything. Actually, I shouldn't be worried about anything, but does Dark Pulse hit? No. I want to go ahead and make sure we kill that unknown, because if that unknown pops out with like a fucking hidden power water or grass on Megaton, or hidden power fighting on Shukaku, I'm not gonna be happy. I like Unknown. I understand the Unknowns are, like, absolutely useless because all they learn is hidden power. They don't do fuck all. But they were such a cool concept, especially for people who liked the Pokemon the Third movie with Entei and the Unknown. It was just such a cool fucking movie, and they were really cool, and the lore behind them is cool. the Ruins Elf, but they just don't fucking do anything. But then also, like, back in the days of Neo Genesis and all the Neo sets, you got, like, they were constantly coming out with every unknown. And it was cool. It was cool to, actually, you know what? I'm betting the unknowns probably aren't worth that much. I want to collect all the unknowns. I'm gonna look later tonight, and I'm gonna look and see how much all the unknowns are from the Neo sets. And I think I'm just gonna, I just want to have all of them and just kind of have them all. I want to have like a frame of them. The problem is there's 26 letters in the alphabet. That's like, what, 2 rows of 13? 3 rows of, that's like 9, 8, and 9. 4 rows of, wait, did I battle these losers? Be what? 7, 6, and then 6, and then 7. That's how you get 4 rows there. But I don't know. I don't know about that one. I could do 4 rows of 7. Right? 7 times 4, 28. Yeah. But I don't think there's a... Is there a question mark? An exclamation mark? I don't think there is for the Neo sets. Because I think those came out later. I don't think there was originally the two... oh, what are they called? The dumbs. Damn it, I can't think what they're called. I don't think there was punctuation marks. There we go. I don't think the punctuation marks were came out in the Gen 2 era. I think they were Gen 3 or Gen 4. But yeah, I kind of want them now. I got several unknowns in Pokemon Go. I know we basically got 4 of them free just the other day, a couple weeks ago, because they were part of the codes, and you just put the code in, it gives you the research, you complete the research, which was easy as fuck, and then you catch them. And that's kind of it. I have a shiny unknown. Actually, my wife traded it to me. We got she caught a shiny unknown back during one of the Pokemon events. I think it's Unknown O, which I like because it's symmetrical. So I like that. I like that it's a nice even unknown shape. Obviously, some of them are gonna look kind of goofy because they're supposed to be letters, but O works perfectly. It is as evenly symmetrical as it can be. I hate that Shukaku is so higher level than everything else, but he has to be, or she has to be, right? You can't have, because I need that sand up. I feel like I have to have the sand up. Yep, I did know that. Big Pokemon ranches around these parts. Alright. Well, giddy up, partner. I actually don't know if we will do a 3rd gym battle today. I don't know if we could get to... How do you get over there? Oh, I was over there. I'm stupid. Oh, the steals. Now, as much as I don't care for the, I don't care for Pokemon contests and all that shit. Being able to put seals on your Pokemon, on your Pokemon balls, on your Pokeballs was actually kind of cool. I like some customization, but for the most part, like, customization in a Pokemon game, I don't care. Like, I don't care to spend my trainer's money. Are there no items? I don't like to spend my trainer's money, like, customizing their clothes. Like, I didn't really do any of that in Scarlet and Violet. The only thing I customized in Scarlet, as far as my trainer's clothes, was the, oh, yep, this is the place we can encounter in here. And we get a bunch of items. was the fact that you get like 4 different. Oh shoot, you get 4 different outfits like for the different seasons, and I picked. I think it's winter. Ooh, Duskball. I picked winter just because it's the only one that I think had pants. Top right. Lower left. Top right. Top left. Top left. Lower left. Oh, it's the basically directions on how to get through this. Well, that's nice, but I'm going to go through and get all the... check for items anyways. See, because you get unknown in here, too. I don't know where your house even is. We got an Okaberry. Oh, he actually wants to battle. Okay. I just feel like this game... And I know, I say shit all the time, and I'm working on it, okay? There's a lot of work that's got to go into a smear. There's a lot of work that has to go into doing a video specifically around trying to determine which generation's the best. So many people argue over Gen 4 versus Gen 3. So many people argue for Gen 5. Then there's people like me that I think it's Gen 1 and Gen 2. And there's reasons for all of these things. There are reasons for them. And they just have to be discussed. And there's a lot of points to be made in favor of all of them. But Gen 4, as I've said it before, as far as the map goes, I just don't like it. It's too much just running around doing nothing, and like that's just plot. Just like there's no plot for so much shit. And like I don't care that, you know, there's not something story related going on in every city. That's whatever. But the biggest thing for me is that there's no, like, there's so much room. Like we did Gym 1. Of course, Gym 1 doesn't take that long. Then you do, which there's actually a decent bit between Gym 1. And then between Gym 1 and Gym 2, and there's still some at the bottom. You get to Gym 2, and then you do the plasma, or the galactic hideout in Eterna. But then Gym 3, there's so much going on between Gyms 2 and 3. Mainly because you go to the next city with a gym, and she's like, oh, I'm too busy to battle. So you've got to fuck off to another gym that's like 3 cities over. I'm not going to Hydro Cannon. I do want to see the Hydro Cannon, but we're going to wait. I want to wait and use it on a worthy opponent. A worthy foe. I love having Omastar. I mean, having Ammonite was fine, but Omastar gets us the full stats, and he's just cooler. He's spiky. Not that I think it's, you know, because some people are like, oh, it's spiky, it's edgy. It's not just that. I like the facial features a little more. Both had really good fossil set cards, though. Their original debut to the TCG was pretty solid. Full incense. The incenses sell for a really huge chunk in these games. And they're actually pretty decent and useful items, too. I mean, at this point, I have better items to use, but... I hope I have an escape rope. See, that's where all the items are. Hold on. I think we came from the right. Yeah. Okay, nothing. This is usually where you hope for a Master Ball. This is where I just hope for another good TM. A Chillin' Berry. fucking Helix fossil. So the fossil that not only I already got, so we already know what Pokemon it's gonna be, but also the one that I can buy. What the fuck? What the most absolute garbage luck. We already had a Helix fossil that we went and revived. And then on top of that... and then on top of that, we can buy Helix fossils. That's so... I didn't even need the escape rope. Look at that. Look at how fucking much of a Pokemon master I am to memorize that. Oh, we didn't even get an encounter in there, did we? Alright, well. I mean, there's gonna be places that we don't get encounters. No, like, you know, initially. It's like here, Bonsly. That's species. Because we already have linebacker. I basically want to start 2 more Pokemon playthroughs. I've also got to continue our blue version, our challenge runs that I was doing. But I also, aside from doing a vanilla run of Gen 5 again, I want to do a... I want to just do another normal randomizer. With no, like, not a monologue, just a random... Just a normal thing where everything is randomized, whatever. I can run into a Moltres, I can run into a Chikorita, I can run into a Suicune, I can run into a Blastoise, you know. There's much more excitement. Like, you don't play a mono... I mean, I guess there's excitement in, like, you know, a challenging battle where you just don't have, you know, type advantage. But there's no real excitement with encounters in a mono run, for the most part. It depends on what type you're doing. Rock type, in Gen 4, like, there's plenty of rock Pokemon, and that's why I put it with Gen 4. But the only... Cast form. The only legendary that's a rock type at this point is Regirock. That's it. And you're kind of nervous about even running into a Regirock because it's just probably going to blow up. So you either have to hope that you have something to defend in case it does blow up and you don't lose your Pokemon. Or, you know, you just throw a Pokeball at it. Or in my case, you know, a Master Ball. Because the game has decided I need Master Balls, which is kind of not Blaziken. Ooh. This... do we think we can... Can we OHKO a Blaziken? We should... It's an Omastar. It is base 125 special attack. Base 150 move. I understand this is a Blaziken, but this should one-shot. Went for Peck. Alright, get your 2 HP in. Dude! Oh, that animation is actually fire. I mean, it's water, but... Look at Blaziken's face. He's just like, I can't believe I just got one shot. That's a cool-ass animation. A Zigzagoon. Now we'll go back to linebacker. I'm trying my damnedest to keep our team leveled, and it's entirely possible that I'll just end up having to just grind at some point. Oh my god, my phone's being a dick ass. Oh, come on. Mag cargo. I think... Yes, I think we killed a mag cargo. We clearly don't have one. So that's our encounter for this route. I think we killed it. I actually think, in fact, I think we killed it because I was stupid and attacked it, thinking it would live because it should have high defense, and it did not live. And that was after we were given Master Balls. And I was like, I could have just caught the damn thing. And instead we killed it. Mag cargo. Its body temperature is roughly 18,000 degrees Fahrenheit. Flames spout from gaps in its hardened shell. I don't really have a good name for you. The floor is lava is too long. Magma, because the thing is, I can call him Magma, but then it's you associate it with Team Magma, which makes sense, but it's Gen 2 Pokemon, so it doesn't make sense. I don't want to name you anything Slurpy or Oozy. Lava. Molten? We'll just go with Magma. I mean, you would think this is the perfect Pokemon for Team Magma, right? Could name him Volcanic? No. We'll just go with Magma. It's very fitting. And I don't remember what other... Oh, shit! Well, that wasn't what I should have done. Okay. One Pokemon and one Pokemon. Typhlosion can be scary. Rock Slide here. And Rock Throw there. Typhlosion to dodge the attack. Of course he did. Wow. It's so frustrating because there's not I don't believe there's a single rock type move that actually has 100% accuracy. Outside of like Hidden Power Rock. Of course we missed because, you know. Okay. Plan B. You don't have a plan B. Yeah, just bite his ass. Just jump in there and just... And you flinched. And we missed. Megaton, we need to get your eyes checked, girl. Well, Dark Pulse. Why not? Shukaku don't need no damn eyes. It was a crit. Wow. Shukaku with the BM. Oh, there is actually something up here. Okay. Check this out. Look at the luster of my Pokemon's fur. Look, now you just upset me because I have the TM for Luster Purge and can't do shit with it. Like, imagine if Omastar could have learned Luster Purge. Coming from that base 120 damage. Or 125. So now you landed it. I almost went with the Ember. Just because I didn't want you to miss. That's not oh, I didn't see what he was sending out. Oh, no. Shoot, I wish I'd paid better attention. I mean, Helix will be fine, but damn it, having to switch, that really sucks. And just goes for a defense curl. Wow. I don't actually know if we're better off going for... Oh, God, nope. Definitely not going better off going with the bite. We'll see how much Water Gun does, and then depending on how much that does, we'll just the Hydro Cannon. Whew, boy. Yep. This will be a rough battle. Here, we'll speed this up. Okay, now we're gonna go for a Hydro Cannon because you trying to roll out shit. And Rock doesn't resist Rock. A Cleffa. A little Cleffa. My little Clef is about to get rock smashed. This is so overkill. It's insulting. It's insultingly offensive. I was actually thinking about it earlier today. You know, if I ever manage to find my copy of Pokemon Shield Enigma Berry, I might... Oh, yep, she does want a battle. I'm a rookie breeder, but I'll do my very best. That's nice. I might actually... I want to go back and do... I want to do the Dynamax raids. I was actually having fun streaming those. Just because you're... It's a fun... It's a cool, fun way to hunt shinies. For shiny legendaries, anyway. I mean, shinies in general. Because I did get a shiny Jolteon, and I got a shiny Jigglypuff through it. You make me nervous. You are an Electivire. But, and you learn fighting type moves, too. It's more fun that, see? That was a lot. But it's low kick, so it should do the same. Should do the same. You got this, you got this, you got this. Yes, you got this. 10. 10! That's half! Woo! Okay. Never mind, it killed. Never mind, Megaton. I will not question you again. I actually really like using a Golem. I know I said it earlier. I like the entire Geodude line, but it just... How often do you see somebody use a Golem? How often do you get to use a Golem, you know? Magneton. Oh, I feel like I should stay in, but I have to heal. So, we're immune to electric. If you have Sonic Boom, that's eh. I would prefer you had Sonic Boom over something like Magnet Bomb. And please, for the love of Ra, don't have fucking, oh, what's the special steel type move? Mirror Shot? No. Yes. There's a different one I'm thinking of. We outspeed and we get a 9. That was way... that was too much. And it was a crit. 4 times super effective and a crit. Jeez. See, Golem's good. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up, Wina. Oh, I can't. I could hit it for super effective if I magnitude, but we're 4 times weak to water. And Tentacruel is no slouch. Oh, come on. How do you land? I don't understand how these things land supersonic so consistently. Damn it. His best stats, or its best stats, are speed and its special defense, so... yeah, I'm gonna heal up anyways. Base 80 special attack's not anything to really scoff at, but I think its physical defense is far lower, so... we should be pretty fine to just... It'll be slow, but... you know, we'll get rid of this thing. I like Tentacruel. Tentacruel put in so much work on in my very first Mono Nuzlocke I did, because it was literally my Guardian Angelian's grass types. Because especially because I did it in Sapphire. I did a mono water run in Sapphire, and because I thought, you know, it's Sapphire, it's Hoenn, it's water. And so all grass type moves are special in that game. And so because of that, all grass type moves were going to hit Tentacruel on the special defense side. Which, since Tentacruel's special defense is a base 120 and it's neutral because poison resists grass, that was our out against grass types. And then we also had Acid, which, depending on the grass type, was either super effective or hitting for neutral. And it's a good Pokemon. Sure, Acid's not the best move, but it did well enough. And I think we kept Tentacruel on the squad throughout the entire run. You can keep up with those toxic spikes. That's fine. I think you're the last one we got to get through anyways. Ooh, a crit! You disrespected the Lord Helix, and he came and brought his wrath down upon your ass. That was a lot of experience. It's alright, I'm still a rookie. Alright, I'm gonna walk behind these fuckers. And then I'm gonna go heal, and then we'll come back and... uh-huh, that's who I'm talking about. You could have been our encounter. I don't know how I would do it. I don't know who I would replace, but like... if we got Regirock, when we do get Regirock, I feel like I have to use a Regirock. Like, his physical defense is, like, base 200. Like, he is a tank. He's got base 100 specialty, but then with the 50% boost from the sand, like, he's taking hits for days. The only problem is because it's like, I've got Helix, which is our water counter. And then we've got, technically, we have our grass counter of I don't think we can battle this one-on-one. And then we've got our Aggron is our grass counter, sort of. Mainly because it's neutral. Which Magcargo would be neutral too, but we'd have fire, which would be super effective against it. We don't have super effective against grass on Aggron, but we do have Headbutt, which is a pretty strong normal type move. And then we also just have ooh, that Prinplup scares. Then we also have the Metal Claw. I'm trying to think at the same time. Trying to think and talk. Sometimes it's hard. I was trying to finish that thought, but also figuring out what swap needed to be done because you lived. You son of a... Yeah, the flinch! Damn, just lowering Shukaku. That's fine. I don't even care anymore. It don't even matter. I figured the computer would use the water type move from Prinplup into the 4 times weak Golem. So we swap to neutral and then good to go. I don't know how much Hydro Cannon will do to a Grand Bull. We're about to find out, though. Dark Pulse has a cool animation. And even to go along with the animation, the sound effect is really cool, too. I mean, this sound effect's pretty dope. And the animation for that is wild. Yeah, and it's a crit! The Lord of Crits over here! Parent and child, blah, blah, and blah. Is Shukaku getting too high leveled? I feel like yes, but also no. Actually, he is level 30. Oh, okay, you don't even want to battle. What are you doing? Oh, that's Roost, which it isn't. So whatever it is, our Aerodactyl can learn. What was it? It was 51. Psycho Shift. Fucking goddamn it. We have the worst luck with TMs. I mean, Hydro Cannon was pretty cool, but that was one. That was one out of how many? Psyduck is standing firm. Sigh-i-i. Some of our customers are rowdy and they might want to battle. You're not a customer. You look like you're a freaking waitress. You are a waitress. Boss Robin. Never mind. You are the boss. Oh, come on. I don't have a rock type move. You would think hitting this thing with any... I mean, like, Giovanni's entire body is just giant rock. No, let's not play this game. Speed boost isn't doing shit for you. Okay. We are gonna be here for a minute. But never mind, we aren't. Oh, that's all that did? That's all that did? Sonic Boom, here we go. Horn attack, alright. No crit. Good thing crits are no longer based on how fast the Pokemon is, or we'd be in trouble. Although, you know, crit Sonic Boom is still just 20. Ah, Giovanni! Gen 4 just has good... I will say, I gotta give Gen 4 credit. Fucking A, Giovanni. I'm about to bring in Tyranitar just to kill with the damn sand. Ah, see, there we go. Giovanni was like, no, I got this. But yeah, no, friggin'... I have to go through and listen to all the music. And again, those videos are going to be a lot of work. But I definitely say Gen 4 has better music than Gen 3. Just because a lot of Gen 3's music is just these wild trumpets. Which, while not terrible... Okay, that's terrible for us. Oh, that's a lot of terrible. Oh no, I don't even know what you have. I know in some generations you only get ice type moves. Fucking Confuse Ray, what the heck? Why? Why? Ice Shard, okay. We resist that. Come on, Helix. Constantly confused, but constantly hitting crits. That was not a crit, and that did actual fucking nothing. Oh, okay, that did a lot, though. No, wait. Because the biggest problem right now is because I didn't have... Alright, nope. See, this is why Tyranitar always has to be first. That sand... First of all, that sand damage, the chip damage is nice, but the boost to special defense. Can I afford to send you in... I should be able to send you in once. Set up the sand, dip you back out. Oh, nice. And you went for Ice Shard. That is neutral. And now we should be able to switch safely back into Lord Helix. I went for Body Slam anyways. Why? Come on! Nope, we got Paralyzed Heal. I'm not even bothering with this shit. Not doing it. Back to Water Pulsing. It should do far less now. I do need to heal again, though. We're making no progress. We've barely gone anywhere. Oh my god, with the confusion. I would speed this battle up, but this thing is giving me a little bit of trouble. I don't want to just speed up into a pointless death. Let's see how much this does. Since the bite did fuck all nothing. So it's got Ice Shard, Confuse Ray, Water Pulse. I have not seen the fourth move. Oh, you fucking piece of shit ass. Okay, I have to speed up now. I just have to watch, because if it has Water Absorb. So I physically just have to get through it with Bite, and Bite wasn't doing anything. Snapped out. Alright. Jeez. Oh, horsey. Still a water type, but not really worried about this one. You're gonna leer me, but everything you're gonna hit me with is gonna be special. Bite. That does nothing either. Oh my gosh, we need another, like a better move for this thing. Like, yeah, water cannon's great and all. I really need a good rock type move. Bubble beam, bubble beam. He gets Mudshot at 25. Which isn't a rock type move, but Mudshot's pretty solid. Ancient Power at 37. Rock Blast at 56. Am I confused still? No. Oh, well, I don't know actually, because the horsey is faster. Ah, we're fine. Get out. The damn Lapras is what caused us so much of a hassle. It's not even the horsey. The Loch Ness asshole. Cyndaquil. I could stay in, but... yeah, we'll go linebacker. It is really hard to level this squad up evenly. See, linebacker can throw rocks just fine. And it was a crit. Megaton's the fucking blind as shit one. It also didn't help because we didn't have our boost. Because we were friggin' stupid and we went, hey, we take Tyranitar out of the front of the party because he's getting too strong. Who gives a shit if he's too strong? The rest of my team is too weak. One single Porygon. Traced our Sandstream. Well. I don't really know what that's going to do for you. Ooh, he's sharpening. I like Porygon. I think Porygon's pretty cool. Some of the sprites don't do it justice. That's a pretty good one, though. Hell awesome. No. Shukaku does have Ember, but I'm trying not... I just want Shukaku to set up the sand. I don't want to have to use Shukaku except for setting up the sand at the beginning of a match. Because I understand absolutely Shukaku is over-leveled for this part. And that's not even just because we've been spamming it the whole time. We've actually needed it to set up the sand. Linebacker about to come in with the swiftest of feet. Oh, why did my controller... That was weird. Logica. Freaking fine. Yawn. We should kill you in one shot, and hopefully we don't have to deal with no falling asleep. Ooh, lived just enough that the sand will kill. That is just poetry. That's not... There we go. Knowledge alone isn't everything. You are right. $500 for a Moo Moo Milk? Is that really a good deal? Now, if it's a case, or even half a case, I think Moo Moo Milks heal up to 100. I think that's right. Oh, we're at 216, new encounter. Oh, water moves are gonna hurt much more. Ooh, swallow it. This is a perfect job for a golem. I said for golem and then went to the attack thing. I wasn't trying to. I went over to where golem was in the party. I knew what I was doing. I just missed the step. Ooh, poison gas. Actually, yeah, with the poison, with it being a poison type, well, it doesn't matter now. Let's say with it being a poison type, we could go to Aggron. We're immune to poison, and that was a crit. I love all of our Pokemon trying to prove that we got it. We could have went in and mud slapped. A Piplup. I'm not really afraid of the Piplup, but Helix is our lowest level, and we do need to get him kind of caught up with the rest of the squad. Should be a 3-hit KO. Never mind, not 3-hit KO. It might be a 3-hit with the sand. This will either, the sand is either going to kill or it's going to take it down to 1 HP. I think it's going to kill. Nope. I was debating on using Withdraw and just letting it die from the sand, but it's whatever. Why draw it out with the extra turn? I don't think they have another Pokemon anyways. Yeah. If they did, the withdrawal would actually, you know, be of some benefit. A yellow flute. Oh, exciting. Oh, be a good team. I think everything can learn Bide. Why is it actually Bide? Why didn't that one get randomized? One Pokemon. Oh. Actually, no, this is fine. We resist your stab. We resist your stab, we hit you on your weaker defensive side. This is a case where Shukaku being out is actually the correct Pokemon for the battle. $1,000 experience. Oh, that's all they had. Oh, I missed that cut bush up there. Still have yet to run into a new encounter out here. At least I don't think we did. I feel like I would have seen it. I would have known. I'd be like, oh, there it is. It's that. Yeah, of course. Of course. The shortest distance. That's fine. I wanted to battle him anyways. I need the experience for the rest of our team, but I don't need the experience for Shukaku. I actually have the option of not putting up the sand and just riding out with the rain to be able to do more damage with Helix, but I don't know. More damage with Helix versus my entire team gets a 50%, basically an assault vest boost. No. Take it down there. I don't think you're taking nothing down with that weak sauce. I need to check my tech speed. I swear I have it on fast. Elected. Oh no. Whoops. I don't think super effective here, but we gotta keep this team even as much as we can. Ooh. Okay. It's not stab. Ooh, one hit. I mean, it is a baby Pokemon. Oh, yes. Now we're getting a rock-type move. He's like, I'm tired of having to run up to them, hit him with his horn. I'm just gonna shoot rocks out of my hands. Speaking of... Well, I really should have gone to Tyranitar for this one. Oh no! Giovanni's been identified. His secret identity is revealed. And there we go. They're out of here. Go ahead and let's scoop this item real quick. Okaberry. Fantastic. Go ahead and save real quick, and then I'm gonna go take care of something. I'll be right back. Okay. Alright, we're back. I needed to just get a little bit of sugar. Oh yeah, I forgot I can change the speed of the bike. Graveler. You know, I'm kind of on the fence with people who have their opinion about Graveler. Because on the one hand, like, not specifically just Graveler, but Graveler to Golem. Because, like, Geodude, it's a big rock. Graveler, it's a bigger rock. And instead of 2 arms, it has 4 arms. But then Golem is literally just a boulder, like it's still, you still tell it's made up of rocks, but it's a smoother, more polished boulder than Graveler. And then on top of that, Zap Plate. Well, that's not gonna help. Oh, I didn't read the. Okay, whoops. But also, it has its arms and legs and its head are not, they're smooth and reptilian instead of looking like rock. So it's like a weird, some weird creature busting through a giant boulder. I like Golem. I like its design. But I can admit that yes, it is a little out of place with it is a little out of place when you compare it to the other 2 Pokemon in the evolution line. Okay. Actually, we might be okay here. I am not going to try and ember you. Could hit you with rocks, but 1, I don't want to miss. 2, I don't like that you go boom. Icy Wind. Okay, cool. We resist that. Regice is definitely my favorite of the Regis. For a few reasons. And the TCG side of me is like, what do you mean? You pulled a full art of the OG Registeel GX, and it's like, yeah, I know I did, but there he goes. I saw it as soon as I hit A and his health bar disappeared, and I was like, I didn't do that. Yeah. No, you don't. And I mean, I like all of them, kind of, to be honest. Like, Registeel, I feel like is the most useful because his defenses are even. He's got heavy slam. Registeel, I think, actually saw some play in Scarlet and Violet. Takedown? Ew, no. Take that shit down. But a Walrein now. Can we not? Oh, this is disgusting. Because the thing is, like, all three of the original Regis are cool. Regirock is kind of this Goliath. Registeel's nice and smooth and polished, and then you've got Regice, which I like Regice because it looks smooth but angular at the same time. But also because it's shiny, especially its Gen 3 shiny. It's so nice. It's this very vibrant light blue, like sky blue color. It's so good. Oh, this could be a problem. Oh, those ice balls, they do more damage every turn. It sucks that oh, I should have gone into linebacker and just... Damn it, I should have went linebacker and low sweeped. Actually, yes, it missed. There we go, it resets. Now, there's no problem. But yeah, so Regice was my personal favorite of the three. But then we got Regigigas, which Regigigas is pretty cool. But my issue with Regigigas is he's cool. He's pretty powerful, you know, after 5 turns. But the color scheme is it's too much. There's too much going on. And so I feel like I don't like Regigigas as much as I like the other 3. And I don't particularly care for Regidrago, just because the asymmetric design bugs me. Also because when you terrasilize with it in Scarlet and Violet, the terrasilization thing is over the freaking the top dragon head, so it's not over the center of the Pokemon. It's off to the fucking side, and it's like, what the hell? But Regieleki really cool. I like Regieleki. The problem with Regieleki is that it's okay offensively. It's stupid fast, but that's kind of all it has going for it. Offensively, they're just better electric type Pokemon. But yeah, anyway, I mean, the Regis are dope. Kinda wish I still had those OG EXs, but I kinda just wish I had all the old OG stuff. I've traded and sold so much over the past, 20 years, and I mean even more. I was trading shit way back in the day, but back then it was just the first 2 generations. Okay, need you to hit. There we go. And I mean, the TCG is so hard to get into now. Like I wanted to get into the black and white set. Volt Blaze, was it Volt Black and Blaze White? I don't remember what they're called. I'll look it up in a second actually, because I need to know. I need to know for my sake. Volt Black. Was it Volt Black and Volt White? I have a couple cards. Well, I have a couple cards from the Japanese set. So obviously I can't read it. Not that it really tells. Oh, I'm not. Why am I fighting you? You're a wild Pokemon. Go away. Glad I have cut so I can get all these items that are, relatively useless. Relatively my ass. Actually, that would be insane. Teach one of my Pokemon transform, and they can just transform into whatever. It's like, oh, damn, you sent out a fucking Kyogre. Alright, I'll transform into it. But I really wanted that set. Because there's a few things I wanted in there. Besides just all the Reshiram and Zekrom stuff. The new end card. Which I did end up getting some of those. I've got the end full art, and then I've got the promo of N with Zekrom, and the card of N with Reshiram. Just because they're not my favorites. Like, my favorite legends, my favorite box legends are Lugia and Ho-Oh. That's not going to change. What is the point of this area? There's nothing up here. Okay. Pogadol. Can I throw it at one of the trainers? So, yeah, Lugia and Ho-Oh are my favorite box legends. They're just so cool. They're such a cool and iconic pair. But they have nothing... Okay, speaking of, I was about to mention Gen 3. Okay. Oh, well, we're good here. What am I talking... You about to get bit. Definitely not Dark Pulsing. I know you got that base 130 ass. But as cool as Lugia and Ho-Oh are, they don't really go together. Like, they don't really mesh. There's nothing in lore that really has them even being remotely the same. Even, like, their lore of what they do is so different. The only thing is that they both... you're Psychic and Ground. I think I'm actually just going to stay in just so I can make sure to get you the hell out of here. That's pretty cool animation. I like how his arms just come off and float. But they don't really... Yeah, so the lore, you know, says that they both hung out at these towers in Ecruteak, and then neither one of them do now. But Lugia's lore is all about how its power was so great that it just caused these endless storms, so it lives at the bottom of the ocean. Ho-Oh, nothing about that whatsoever. Ho-Oh's like, oh yeah, you know, like, no one rarely ever sees me, and the ones that do are fucking stupid lucky. And then, oh yeah, I've revived these 3 Pokemon, and they're 3 of the coolest, most favorite legendaries of, you know, the fandom. Which is great. That's cool. That's awesome. But because of that, Lugia and Ho-Oh have nothing in common. And while, yes, Ho-Oh is, you know, the legendary that's over the sub-legends of Raikou, Entei, Suicune, but Lugia isn't really the legendary that's over Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. It would be cool, and I like the fan theory, especially because Pokemon the Movie 2000 is probably my favorite Pokemon movie. I really like the Entei one. That one's really cool as well, but that one just has Entei, whereas the Movie 2000 has all 3 birds and has Lugia. It was just a really fucking solid movie. Plus, the promos were so cool. I actually still have my PSA 10 of the Articuno. But that's it. The movie's the only thing that says anything about Lugia having anything to do with the 3 birds. So that's just fan theories. It's just made up stuff. Nothing in the games or in any of the other lore says anything about it. It makes sense, and it would make more sense if they had actually made the Pokemon games the way they wanted to, which I'm glad they didn't, because them having to make a second game proved that how popular Pokemon was, and so that's how we are where we are 30 years later. Having, you know, coming up on... Shit, I didn't see what he's sending out. Coming up on 10 generations of Pokemon. Whereas if they had made the original game, and it was one game, Kanto and Johto... Oh, it's a bug. Kanto and Johto, and you had all the Pokemon in there. Oh, you have Confusion. That's fun. That does nothing. So then all 251 Pokemon were in the game, and then you had the birds and the beasts, and then maybe then you have Lugia as the legendary over the birds, Ho-Oh is the legendary over the beasts, and so then it makes sense, but they just don't go together in lore. Ooh yeah. I say get rid of Defense Scroll. If we get something better, then maybe, but Is Rock Blast better than Rock Throw? It's gotta be, right? Hold on, let's check. Let's check, and then we'll get back to rambling. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. 50, but 90. Oh, that's less. But it'd be 25, and then 50, and then... So, it's better-ish. I say better-ish because if it hits 2 times, then it's the same damage. If it hits 3 or more times, it's more damage, but it has less accuracy, so... But yeah, Lugia Ho-Oh, my favorite of the box legend sets. But I actually think Gen 3's is the best. Kyogre, Groudon, Rayquaza, and how they interact and the lore is so damn cool. Absolutely my favorite. Is there anything here? Why is this little section here? Ooh, we gotta check out the store too. Because we have to get some cool... I can't go up there. What does this even say? Okay. Yeah, they're so cool. And this, you know, the new set, I don't know if it was rumored or if it actually is the new set coming out, whatever, but there's supposed to be a new set coming out, or sets. I read that there's a new set coming out revolving around Kyogre and Groudon, and then after that there's a new set coming out revolving around Rayquaza. And I love all 3 of those legends. I mean, I like Kyogre and Rayquaza more than Groudon, but Groudon's really grown on me. He's a cool behemoth, this giant, really cool red monster. And I love the color, but Kyogre is an Orca. I love Orcas, and the blue is really cool, and he's just infinitely better because, yeah, he sets up the rain, and he's a water type. So he gets a benefit from that. Whereas Groudon sets up the sun, but he's a ground type. I mean, he can use fire type moves, but he doesn't get the stab off of it. So he does get the boost. He can use Solar Beam, but he doesn't get the... There's no boost to it, and it's not stab for him, so... It's just not as good of damage. But I think they're the best. Yes, there's Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina, but they don't have as much to do with each other. Like, yeah, they're the 3 Pokemon of creation, but their interactions are so small compared to Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. So, yeah, that's why I think they're better. But what I really like about Rohat Berry, Timer Ball, Calcium, Scope Lens, Lucky Egg. Oh, I'm gonna buy 5. I'm gonna buy 5 because when I have to grind, I'm buying 5 because, one, I can put it on 5 of my Pokemon to grind, but I don't think I'm gonna need it on Tyranitar. Ganlon, Quick Ball, Insect Plate, Net Ball, Heart Scale, Old Amber. Oh, I haven't gotten an Old Amber yet. Okay. Focus Band. Magnet. Choice Specs? Oh, we could Choice Specs Omastar. And a Miracle Seed. I'll go ahead and buy one since it's 200. Choice Specs Omastar is about to be terrifying. Oh, that's gonna be crazy. Alright, let's see what the rest of these fools got. Oh, sure. Another thing for the Poketch. I don't like the Poketch as much as the Pokegear from Gen 2. I don't think this is... Oh, it is random. A Kaiba Berry? Nope. Kabia Berry. Razor Fang. A dome fossil? Alright, I'll take that. A splash plate? What do we have on Omastar? I'll take the splash plate for now, too. Woo! Got some crazy stuff up in here. Lepaberry, Carbos, Leaf Stone, don't need that. Zoom Lens. Critical hit ratio boosted. That's... Jaboca Berry, Dive Ball, Moo Moo Milk. See, Moo Moo Milks are 500, but it does 100. I think the fresh water is just better. Charty Berry. A lot of berries. I may have to come back and see what all the berries do. Oh, okay. Hi, yeah, how do you know my name? Hold up. How do you know who I am? User tackles a foe with a high-speed spin. The slower the user, the greater the damage. Gyro Ball? Huh. Rock types are pretty slow. Foe is struck with slender, whip-like vines. Vine Whip. User stimulates its brain by thinking bad thoughts. It sharply raises the user's special attack. Okay. Yo, almost nasty plot Omastar. Why is Omastar about to be so goated on our team? Foe's jabbed with a sharply pointed horn. Horn attack. User hurls mud in the foe's face to inflict damage and lower accuracy. Mud slap. User recycles a single-use item. Okay, recycle. So, nasty plot and gyro ball. User slams its rugged body into the foe to attack. The user also sustains serious damage. Looks like it's a grass type, though. What the hell? User tickles the foe into laughing. Okay, that speaks for itself. The foe is stomped with a big foot. Stomp. User attacks by giving the foe a booby-trapped gift. It restores HP sometimes. Okay. That's present. The user launches a huge boulder at the foe to attack. It must rest on the next turn. Oh, that's the, I can't remember what it's called. That's the Hyper Beam, the Rock-type Hyper Beam. The user counters the foe by mimicking the last one. Okay. The user flashes a light that cuts the foe's accuracy. That's Flash. Okay. Yeah, I may have to see if we can, if any of our Pokemon can learn some of those TMs. There's a couple good ones. Yellow cushion, cupboard, TV, refrigerator, pretty sink. Oh, those are for your base shits. Or your underground base shits. And then some dolls. I wouldn't buy any of those. Wait, hold up. Would I? Buizel, Bonsley, Mime Jr., Mantike, Buizel. Or Munchlax. Why did I say Buizel twice? Yeah, I don't know. I know Brock had a Bonsley, and I love Brock, but I don't know that I would. I don't know that I personally like Bonsley. Had enough of shopping for a while. Oh, we're about to buy some fresh waters. I mean, I don't really need to, I guess, because I can go, I don't remember what town it is. Sticky Barb. I don't remember what town it is. Like, I can just buy fresh waters, but I may as well buy more while I'm here, right? Because see, lemonade is only $3.50, but it does $8.80. Okay, let's just. Ooh, I love when you get the extra one. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7 for the bonus one. 8, 9, 10. I think 10's enough for now. I'll come back and get more if I need to. Anyways, so we got distracted by shopping. I think the part of the reason I was so invested with the Gen 5 set is because the Gen 5 set, first of all, there's so many fucking cards because they broke it up into 2 different sets. They broke it up into a set for black and a set for white. And while super cool, and I love that they did that, it also meant there was so many cards. And then between all the fucking variations of foils and shit, it was like, I think it's like 700 different cards to complete the whole thing, which is insane. Join when you're older. Oh, well. By that point, your leader will be in another dimension. Where's this one go? Oh, that's just the exit teleporter. But I really wanted it because while Gen 5 is not my favorite by any means, I like Gen 2 and Gen 3's Legends more than... Oh yeah, these are for the Axis. I like Gen 2 and 3's Legends more than Gen 5's. But what I like about Gen 5 is, one, the story is really cool. But also, the legends are so much more intertwined with the actual story. Now, you could say that they are for some of the other generations as well. Ooh, what team is this? Extrasensory? Whoa, do I have a Pokemon that can learn that? Ah, of course not. Such a good move. Like, obviously, Lugia and Ho have nothing to do with Team Rocket. And they have nothing to do with, which one needs a little love? Shukaku for carrying the team on her back. Granted, they've all put in work, but... A Mystic Fire? Pachirisu. But yeah, they have nothing to do with Lugia Ho-Oh, and they have nothing to do with any of the legends, because they're just, you know, normal bad guys. Team Magma and Aqua do have a good bit to do with... Coin case. Ah, that's nice. Oh, well, hold up. Maybe that means they have some cool Pokemon. Not that I'll probably get enough coins to buy one. Oh, this beat. Ooh, this is fire! I don't know if there's any that are... Wait, what did that guy say? Did you battle the gym leader? She happens to be my daughter. She's some kind of tough. Wow, I don't know if I ever noticed that he was the gym leader's dad. I wonder if there's... Oh, now it's playing the original, the Celadon theme, but, you know, updated. That's pretty cool. What do you got in here? What you got for fabulous prizes? Silk Scarf? No. Some TMs that I don't know what they are. A lot of TMs. So no Pokemon, though. But yeah, while Kyogre and Groudon do have a lot to do with the villain teams, the biggest issue is that they do, but they don't. Like, they don't use those Pokemon. Like, Kyogre, Aqua awakens Kyogre. Magma awakens Groudon. But they don't use those Pokemon. They just awaken them, and then the world goes to fuck, and then they're just like, maybe we shouldn't have done this. And that's just kind of all there is to it. There's a thing that has to be done with Dawn right here. Maybe it's after the gym. I don't know if I'm ready for the gym. I really don't know. Let's go. Let's see if we trigger it if we go towards the gym, and then if not, we'll go to the route south of Hearthome. Yep, there she is.
Merrick, are you going to take the gym challenge? Gee, you keep getting tougher and tougher, don't you? Well, me? I went shopping at the department store, and I mean, well, of course I've been working on my Pokedex, but I'll catch you later.
Okay. So did that trigger the event, or... But they don't use the legends. They just awaken them. So it's not really as impactful. And then, of course, you know, if it's Emerald version, then they're just like... Nope. Okay. And then, of course, if it's Emerald version, then you have to get Rayquaza to stop the two of them. Otherwise, you stop the one. Which, depending on which version you're playing, Ruby or Sapphire. So, more impactful than, you know, Gen 2, but obviously not by much. Out 214. I can't fish in Hearthome, can I? I don't think I can. But then Gen 4 is the same thing as Gen 3, except it's not even as impactful. I know people love their Gen 4, and I like Gen 4. I know people love the Creation Trio, and I like them. Dialga is pretty cool. Palkia is not as cool, but he's got a good typing. And then, of course, Giratina is the one that carries that squad hard. Like, if I have to compare between Gen 3 and Gen 4, I like Rayquaza better than Giratina, but by a little bit. I like Kyogre better than Dialga by a bigger bit, but not a whole lot. Well, I'll say a decent bit, I guess, because yeah, it is a little bit more than a lot. It is a lot more than a little bit. Omastar. But then you get to Groudon versus Palkia, and I like Groudon more. Especially because I like Groudon's, the colors are just so much better. Look at this legendary Fossil off. So, I definitely prefer the Gen 3 Legends. But again, the Gen 4 Legends, like, okay, so if you play Diamond or Pearl, they summon your Legendary, and then the Lake Trio stops them. And then you beat Team Galactic, they go away, and then you battle the Legendary. That's it. That's all there is to it. There's no build-up. There's no nothing, because Galactic doesn't reveal anything of what they're trying to do. You don't have a fucking clue until the end. Whereas, like, Magma and Aqua, you know they're up to no good. And the other team tells you what the bad guys of your version are doing. And then again, in Emerald, it's both of them trying to revive both. And that's why I give Emerald more credit than Platinum as far as plot. Platinum is cool because of the whole Giratina thing, and yes, like Cacnea, you're just grass. What do I have for just grass? I guess I have Geo. Well, Shukaku. I'll go Gajeel. Gajila. Well, because we resist grass. Well, it's neutral. Whatever. But in Gen 4, he just... Oh, no, it is Cacturn. Shoot. I could have went out to a fighting type. That's whatever. Yeah, it's whatever. But then Gen 4, like, that, even in Platinum, he, you know, chains Dialga and Palkia. Then Giratina comes along and is like, hey, you're fucking up my shit, and I don't appreciate it. And then he frees him, and then he does the whole shit with the altered world, or whatever, reverse world, whatever it's called. And then you go in there and then you catch him, or you battle him. You don't have to catch him, whatever. And so, but again, Team Galactic doesn't use any of the legendaries. They don't do anything. So it's another case of just, they summoned the legendaries, but they didn't have anything really to do with them after that. Gen 5, on the other hand, not only do they resurrect the respective dragon, but then use it, and N uses it to conquer the Elite Four, to beat the champion, and then you have to battle him. He actually battles you with the legendary. And then you also resurrect the other one to battle against him with. It's a whole fucking thing that it actually makes the legendaries have an impact on the story besides just being there. And so, while personally, again, my favorites are Lugia and Ho-Oh. Hello, Articuno. Oh, I have to make you go away now. No switching. Especially because the other Pokemon that have rock moves, once 4 times... Well, no, neither are 4 times weak to ice. Never mind. Never mind, but get out. You are 4 times weak to these rocks. Does not mean I love you any less. Still my favorite bird. Always have been. But... yeah, so I love the Gen 2 ones the most. I think the Gen 3 Legends are the best. And I think the Gen 5 Legends are the ones that are the most interesting and the most impactful as far as story goes and gameplay goes. And unfortunately, because of all of those reasons, Gen 4's Legends, they fall a little flat for me. However, Gen 4's Legends are always going to be better than everything that came after Gen 5. I don't like Gen 6s. I don't like Gen 7s. Well, I don't like Gen 6s. I don't care for Lunala. I'm either way on it. I like Solgaleo, not as much as everything before Gen 6. Gen 8, I like Zamazenta. I think Zacian is ugly and way overrated. And then Gen 9, let's not even talk about Gen 9. Nobody cares about the legends in Gen 9. We care about the Paradox Pokemon. And the Paradox Legends, but that's it. So, it's just kind of, you know, whatever. But I'm working on other videos to go more in depth, because I've been talking with a couple friends of mine who are big Pokemon fans, and honestly, I'm tired of all the arguing, and I mean, there's always going to be people arguing over which generations are the best, but the constant biases, and sure, my biases are exist too, but when there's people that are like, oh, the Gen 6 starters or the Gen 7 starters are better than Gen 1. Shut up. No, they ain't. You don't even know. You're entitled to your opinion that you like them better, but factually they are not better. Gen 7 starters are not what sell merchandise. They're not what makes money. It is Gen 1. Always has been, always will be. And that's just Again, that's just fact. That part's not changing anytime soon. Actually, it never will. And that's not even the Gen 1er in me. That's not even the Gen 1er in me. That's just how it is. I've been sitting here debating over the legends and which are best or whatever, and the Arceus is like, excuse me, I've got something to say. Oh, don't do it. Okay. Yeah, ironic. We have this conversation, and then Arceus comes in and delivers punishment. The Pokemon God comes in to deliver punishment. It's like we summoned him with this conversation. It's kind of terrifying to think of. Well, we got Linebacker in here with the Bigfoot, which is ironic because his feet are tiny. But it's Arceus. I mean, I'm sure Arceus weighs a shit ton. And that's not even his pure form. That's like a freaking, like, if I remember correctly from Legends Arceus, it's like a fraction of his true form. Feint Attack. Feint Attack would be good, but is it better than Mimic? Flail's useless too, isn't it? It becomes more powerful the less HP the user has. I doubt I'll use either one of these, but... yeah, we're gonna watch the conversations we have during these playthroughs. Apparently we pissing off the wrong Pokemon legends. Oh, damn. We walked... I was trying to just walk, and he literally turned. He wanted a battle. And daggone grass tops. I'm just gonna Ember. Yeah, get him out. He's honestly the best Pokemon we have to deal with it. I really would love to add Aerodactyl to the squad, but everybody on the team has actually been putting in work, and I don't know who to even get rid of. I don't know who I would swap out for Aerodactyl. So right now, I'm just going with the squad we have. If, you know, something changes at some point, you know, if we start having a real hard time where we need that flying type, but... yeah, I'm going to try and work on it probably tomorrow. Or probably tomorrow. I don't know if I have time tonight. But I've got to get all the ideas and all the facts written out so that then I can kind of start organizing those thoughts to be able to put together a set of cohesive videos covering all the generations, or at least the generations that are relevant to the conversation. And I know there's going to be a lot of hate coming from everywhere because everybody's going to get upset about their particular favorite generation. And so it has to be based on facts. There will be a little bit of bias, but I feel like I'm entitled to the bias because I've been around for every Pokemon generation. You know, not trying to gatekeep or not trying to sound like we're gatekeeping. That's great if you're a new fan, but you can't come in and be, you know, Scarlet and Violet be your first Pokemon game and you're like, these are the best Pokemon games, because they're not. There were some great things about Scarlet and Violet that even I liked. You cannot argue they're the best. And you damn for sure can. Like, look, I liked Sprigatito before it stood up. I liked Fuecoco all the way up to Skeledirge Well, the Crocolore is a little bit weird looking. It's like a sombrero with an egg on it and it on his hat. It's really weird. But I like Fuecoco, and I really do like Skeledirge. However, I still don't think I'd put Skeledirge above most of the Gen 3 or 4 starters, and definitely wouldn't put him above the first Gen 1 and 2 starters. No way. There's a little bit of bias, but I'm entitled to that bias because I've been around for the entire 30 years. It's like when people come in and they have their opinions on the older Halo games, and they only started playing Halo with Halo 4 or Halo 5. Or it's like, you weren't around for the first 10 years of Halo. So obviously you don't know. You don't have the experience to have an informed opinion. And it's the same thing with Pokemon, especially when you have the new people that they don't want to play the older games because the older games, the 2D games, are like, oh, they're ugly, the graphics are... If you're looking for graphics, Pokemon is not the game for you. No matter what. No matter what game you play, the graphics are not what you go to Pokemon for. I love Gold, Silver, and Crystal for the art style, because I really like the watercolor style for all the sprites. But graphics, it's the look, the appearance is nostalgic for me, sure, but I ain't playing it for graphics. You want a good game about graphics? Play one of the Resident Evil remakes, or the new one that just came out. But Devil May Cry 4 and 5 have some cool graphics. But Pokemon is not the game for graphics. There's nothing over here. So, personally, I feel like a real Pokemon fan would want to play all of the games. But I feel like every person should play the original Red and Blue. You should play Yellow, because Yellow, especially if you're a fan of the anime. And you should play Gold, Silver, or Crystal. Because Gold and Silver were this monumental jump from Gen 1. And again, the watercolor designs are just, the art is so fucking just eye appealing. I love it. I love that we have two different move types that are 4 times super effective against Magcargo. I'm about to have to wrap up soon. I'm going to have to... Well, I don't know if I need to do grinding, because we got plenty of trainers to go through. And because of that, I don't want to have to... I don't want to have to go do the gym yet, because I want to battle all these trainers... And we'll go to the gym. Because then we'll have to go to the 4th gym right after the 3rd gym, I think. Actually, because wait. What order do you do the gyms in? Because we got Hearthome City, which we can do. You've got whatever Crasher Wake's gym is down there at the very... Now we get the boost. At the very southern part of the map. It's like the southernmost city. And then back in the other city where Fantina is, we have her gym. So battling all these trainers is pretty much like grinding for all 3 gyms at once. Don't think we'll get through this route today. We really haven't accomplished anything today. We've just been running around, battling, chatting, discussing. I can talk about Pokemon stuff all day, every day. I freaking, oh man, like trying not to argue with the younger generations on Twitter regarding, well, that's a useless item. regarding their opinions on which, you know, Pokemon games are better, which regions or which games have the better Pokemon in the Pokedex, blah blah blah. And I gotta stop myself from just typing up a paragraph, because especially when you got people that are like, this Pokedex was better than the Gen 1 Stop. It wasn't. None of them are, none of them can be. Even Gen 5, which Gen 5 did give us the most... You scare me. Gen 5 did give us the most Pokemon in a Pokedex, in a regional Pokedex, outside of Gen 1. Because it was kind of like a soft reboot of sorts. Okay, that doesn't really hurt me, but the confusion does suck. But we have, you know, saying that Gen 5 has the best Pokedex is just factually not accurate. And there are some Gen 5 Pokemon that I really love, and I have a movie. Nope, I have a video I'm making about that as well. Because there are some Gen 5 Pokemon that are really fucking cool. Even though I know everybody loves, I know you have. There's the group that really loves Haxorus, and then there's the group that really loves Hydreigon, and then there's me, and I really love Druddigon. At first, it bothered me. Helix don't play. You can't confuse a god. Duh, Arceus, do not come back. Just because I said something. But you know, Druddigon was like, I love Druddigon's design. It took me a little bit to kind of, because his head's a different color. I was like, that's weird. But I got to where it doesn't bother me anymore. And actually, I don't know if I would care if the head was the same color as the body, you know, that blue. But the overall design itself is really fucking cool. Snapped out of confusion. And then you got, like, Sigilyph is a really cool Pokemon. I love how it's based on the Aztec lines or whatever they're called. You got Darmanitan's actually a pretty neat Pokemon. You got some, I think that said Altaria. And you need a Rock-type move, damn it. Though you're Steel, so you're our best bet against dragons. But yeah, I mean, Gen 5's got some pretty cool Pokemon. I just don't think... It doesn't have... I cannot find as many Pokemon that I like in the Gen 5 Pokedex as I could in Gen 1 or 2, at least. 3 or 4, maybe. I have to see. There's a lot of work to do to find out. Those videos are going to take time. But I really, really want to get them done because I'm excited to go through all of that. There's a lot of work to be done for those videos. There's so many things I want to go over. But I just don't think, especially the Legends, like, the Legends are so... Like, I don't particularly care for the Swords of Justice. They're okay, but compared to, like, the Regis, or the Johto Beasts, the Legendary Birds, no way. They're nowhere as cool. The Genies are pretty cool. I like Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus. I like Landorus the least. But I still don't think they're as cool as Gen 1 and 2s. Maybe. Design-wise, I don't know if I think they're better than the Regis, but I think they're much more playable for sure. Especially the Therians. Therian Tornadus is so cool. He's just this giant green and purple bird. Never melt ice. Will never have a need for that. I think I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and head back to Heart Home. Let me go to the PC and heal. God, just sitting here talking about it just got me really wanting to work on that video. Or those sets of videos. What are some other legendaries for Gen 5? I mean, obviously you got Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, which I don't really care for Kyurem. His stats are pretty good. But his design's just kind of... It's a little weak, I guess, compared to Reshiram and Zekrom. But when he fuses with the two of them, he's pretty cool. I definitely am a... See, I was a Reshiram fan. I mean, I like both. But I preferred Reshiram a little bit more. I preferred Zekrom at first. I preferred Reshiram after I decided which version to get. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go with this one because I think I like Reshiram more. But then when we saw the fused versions, I was like, oh no, Kyurem Black is definitely way cooler. And I went back to Zekrom. Plus Zekrom, truth versus ideals, yeah, you know. But we're not going to get into the philosophical shit there. Well, our team got kind of leveled. They're not even. I mean, the other 5 are kind of even. And then we got Shukaku at 32. I need to... Damn. I need to try and not use Shukaku as much. But then, you know, I tried that. And it's like, oh, don't have Shukaku out front. And then I needed the sand. I was like, oh, gosh. I think the amulet coins are going to have to come off of these two. I don't know what I'm going to give them. But I think I just have better items now. Quick Claw. You've got the Wave Incense, which I don't know if the Wave Incense is better than the Splash Plate. I didn't realize I had that. But of course, now that we have 3 pretty good special attacking moves, I may just put the choice specs on you anyways. So it may not even matter. And then you have the Iron Plate, which is kind of the best thing for you right now. So yeah, Quick Claw, I don't know if you need to have. And then the 2 amulet coins. We have over 100k. I don't think we're hurting for money. So, I'll probably take the amulet coins off them. I just have to figure out what to give them. I don't know. I know Giovanni came with the amulet coin, but again, we don't need it, and we'll give him something. He likes power, so we need to give him something that's, you know, for a little more power. But, guess we're going to go ahead and call it here. Remember to save your game, because if you were to lose that data, it would be a shame. There's a lot of stuff we did that I don't feel like having to redo again. And then the next time we return to Pokemon Pearl, we should we'll have some more trainers to go through, and hopefully we'll get through all the gyms. And I'll do a little bit more research between now and then, and I'll see, besides, you know, encounters and trainers to battle, I'll see if it is even feasible for us to be able to battle all 3 of those gyms. If not, at least 2 of them. So, we'll see. We got to get the medicine for the Psyducks as well, so there's a lot to unpack the next time we play. Hopefully we can all get it into one nice, like, I don't know, 3-hour session. But that's going to be it for today. Hope everybody that, you know, watches this, hope you have a good weekend. I don't think we'll be back on... We'll probably be back on Monday. I think we'll be back Monday. We'll probably be doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. If I had to guess right now, without knowing for sure, those would be the 4 days. So, but yeah, you'll know when you see the notification that we're going live. Probably play some Pokemon next week. Probably play some more SWTOR as well, and I don't know what else we'll have going on, but we're going to go ahead and get out of here now, and we will catch you guys next time. Adios.